asking determine the hexadecimal representation n integer 8, n fractional 8 of these three numbers. Now let's look at the A part. In the A part we have 42.718750000. Now here, if we want to convert a decimal to hexadecimal, we deal with this integer part alone and the fraction part separately. Now let's deal with the integer part. 42 divided by, so to convert this one into hexadecimal, this decimal into hexadecimal, we divide this one by 16 until we get 0. So here if I divide this one by 16, then 16 like 42 divided by 16, that is 2, and the remainder is, because 16 times 2 is 32, and the remainder is 10, and then 2 divided by 16, that gives us 0, and the remainder is 2. And then we read this one from bottom to top, so this is going to be 2 and 10, that is A in hexadecimal. Okay, and for the fraction part, we multiply this one until we get 0.00 situation. So here 0.718750000, we multiply this one by 16, and that gives us 11.5, and here we have 11 in front of the decimal point, so we put that one right here, and then 0.5 multiplied by 16, that gives us 8.00. So here in front of the decimal point we have 8 here, and for this one we read from top to bottom, and 11 is B in hexadecimal, and then 8 is 8. So if we combine both of them, this is 2A point. 2A is the integer part we convert into hexadecimal, and B8 is a fraction part we convert into hexadecimal. 2A point B8, and here also mentioned that give integer 8 and fraction 8. It means give the integer in 8 bits and fraction in 8 bits. Now in hexadecimal, each number represents 4 bits, so 4 plus 4 8, and here also 4 plus 4 8. So it satisfies the requirement because we need integer 8 bit and fraction 8 bit. We have that. Okay, and this one is base 16, and that's our answer for the A part. Now let's look at the B part. I'm gonna create a new page for it. And in the B part, we have the number provided, that is 86.7734375 7734375 00. Okay, now let's look at the integer part. 86, divide this one by 16, that is equal to 5, and the remainder of 6, and then 5 divided by 16, that is 0, and a remainder of 5. And then we read this one from bottom to top. It's going to be 56 in hexadecimal, and then if you convert the fraction part of the decimal number to hexadecimal, this 0.773437500 multiplied by 16, that gives us 12.375. So here 12 in front of the decimal point, so we put that one right here, and then 0.375, that's the value after decimal point. 35 multiplied by 16, that gives us 6.00. So once we get 0.00 situation, we stop right there, and then we put the value in front of the decimal point right here, and we read this one from top to bottom. So 12 to 12, 6. So 12 is C in hexadecimal, and 6 remains the same. So the final answer is 56.36, and each of the hexadecimal is 4 bits. So we have 8 bit in the integer and 8 bit in the hexadecimal. 8 bit in the fraction. So this is the hexadecimal representation of this given number. Okay, now let's look at the C. In the C part, we have 112 112.47 6562500 6562500. If I take 112, divide this one by 16, that is exactly 7, and the remainder is 0. And then if I divide 7 by 16, then this is 0 and the remainder is 7. And we read this one from bottom to top, so this is 70 in hexadecimal. And if I take the fraction part, that's 0.4765 multiply this one by 16, that gives us 7.625, and the number in front of the decimal point is 7, so I put that one right here. And 0.625, that's the number after the decimal point. Multiply that one by 16, that gives us 10.0000. So once we get 0.00 situation, we stop right there, and here the value in front of the decimal point is 10, and we read this one from top to bottom. So 7 and 10 in hexadecimal is A. So the final answer is integer part is 70 and the fractional part is 7A, and each of the number in hexadecimal is 4 bits. So in the integer we have 8 bits, and the fraction we have 8 bits, and this is base 16. So we converted the given number into a hexadecimal number. And that's it for this video. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. See you guys on my next video.